So first of all, 86, what I want you to take is buildings 1, 7, 13, 17. That's right at the front. I don't want to hold them as a hold at all costs sort of thing. I want you to withdraw under pressure if you have to. Falling back to buildings 2, 14, 8 and 9. Get my drift so far?
Yes, sir.
Yep, okay. So that's your sector essentially. So if you draw an imaginary circle around buildings 1, 17, 14 and 2, that's your sector of responsibility.
Roger that.
Okay. All the buildings that are concentrated around the T intersection, i.e. buildings 15, 8, 9, 10, 4, 11, 5, 12, 6, 16, that's going to be Rambo's area of responsibility. You got 2 tasks there, Rambo. One is obviously to look to the west and support 86's squad as best you can. Also being prepared to receive his squad back through your own lines in case he's withdrawing under pressure. You also have to look to the road that heads off to the north and northwest. Roger so far?
Yeah, Roger, on the same page.
Okay, cool. Just once again, don't forget, be prepared to back up 86 because he may be withdrawing quite quickly back through your vicinity. He may need to withdraw completely back through your lines in order to regroup, rearm, and you may have to hold as a frontal force. You may also have to go forward as well and take up his positions. So you've got a fair bit to do in the be prepared locker. Okay,
Yeah, no, right.
DC. Your area of responsibility is buildings 19, 20, 21, 24 and church. You'll obviously have to look to the west from buildings 19, 20, 21. Also support 86's group with a crossfire with your 30 cal. So I do want your 30 cal deployed up front to start with. Okay. If you think you can get a better field of fire from the church with your 30 cal, you can also do that. As long as you can, shoot across the front of 86's squad. You'll also have to look to the road that's heading off to the south and also look to the rail bridge that heads off to the south as well.
Yep.
And you've got to cover all the open fields with observation out to the southeast. If it looks like it's really getting heavy over in your direction, because that's actually quite a good area to advance from, I may redeploy a couple of extra troops or maybe a second 30 cal from John Rambo's team. This is where the platoon runner will come into a bit of play. Who's the runner? Is it Spectre, my runner still?
Yeah, Roger.
Okay, Spectre, you have to know at all times the location of John Rambo.
User entered your channel.
Because I may need to manoeuvre his machine gun team to either support 86's team or to support DC's team.
Roger.
John Rambo, your machine gunner has to be Johnny on the spot with the 30 cal and be able to move quite quickly, okay?
Yeah, that's no worries. I've got a good load on the MG tonight, so we should be
User
good.
entered channel.
So guys, that's plan alpha. I expect it to fail quite quickly, but we'll try our best to keep with the first plan. If it all turns to shit, and we've got guys scattered everywhere, and guys are dropping like flies, you just fall back, and I'll absolutely positively want to hold the western bank, and our main effort will focus around buildings 15, 5, 11, 12, 6, 16, 22, 23. So the cluster that's closest to the western bank edge. Because everyone clear on that. Don't speak if you are clear, and speak if you are not clear so far.
I just have one question. 86's, I was AFK. Where's 86's squad going to be?
86's team will be focused in vicinity buildings. I could draw a circle around this, like in your own mind. 1, 17, 2, 14. Yeah,
okay.
In that vicinity.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, well, Lindemann, can I communicate to the squads via global map markers? Is that possible?
Probably not, because I don't think you can communicate in global chat, but I can, so if you do need something urgent. But
we'll map
probably going to have to use runners or use voice chat.
Map markers will be kept to a minimum. I can actually send people over to those squads and as runners, and then they can place on their own map markers, so they can place.
Just as a point of admin, though, you probably want to know the buildings that are enterable. And I have a feeling it's the light grey buildings, like buildings 7, 13, 8, 9, 10, those aren't enterable. But building 2 is.
Yep.
Obviously the churches that I've marked, building 11 is, and maybe 6, 23, that kind of coloured buildings, they're enterable, and a few of them are 2-storey buildings as well and offer panoramic views in some sort of direction. So those are the ones you want to focus on.
Alright, understood. Alright, for team leaders, just remember one thing, you don't completely have to focus your men on buildings. It's not about holding the buildings, it's about holding the vicinity. Use of fences and low brick walls, I'd rather see that rather than being trapped inside a building. Also, if there's an armour threat, I expect that to come down roads, so make sure you have some kind of weapon system deployed well forward that can resist any armoured threat. 86, you might want to think about getting your guys a couple of landmines or something like that. Actually, what I might do, I'll have my runner collect demolitions and landmines, and he'll bring them forward. He'll liaise with you, 86, and you can supervise that deployment of those devices.
I'll do that.
Okay, cool. We'll do that in the first instance, in fact. Lindy, everyone's fully geared up. There shouldn't be any need to run back for ammo at the start, should they? Should they go straight to their positions? Is that correct?
Yeah, the only exception might be the assistant gunner if he wants to pick up a belt of ammo.
Okay. So the only people I should expect to see running back over the bridge are assistant gunners to grab more 30 cal ammo, and the runner to grab landmines.
With the scouts, they're supposed to have carbines here.
No, I don't know.
What do you got?
It doesn't matter.
So,
Okay. Now, in regards to picking up German weapons, I'm all for it, except for the instance of going forward under fire and picking up weapons that are going to not be that valuable anyway. But if you see something like a Panzer Shrek or something like an MG42, anything that can bolster our defences, yep, I want you guys to grab it. But obviously, bear in mind, I don't want you to dump a perfectly good M1 Grand for, say, an MP40. Fuck MP40s, you're shooting over range here, fellas. Stick to your Garand, that's the best thing you got in your arsenal, in fact. Right, that's all I'm going to go through execution-wise. We'll keep the plan very, very simple so the mission can get going quicker. Over to team leaders now. 86.
No questions.
Rambo.
No questions. I'm good to go.
DC.
Did you want to nominate somewhere for the team leaders to be initially so your runner might be able to find them?
Okay, that's a good point. So it's essentially a control point. So runner, give a piece of paper and a pen on the computer there.
Negative.
Means no.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have something nearby that you can write on, like some lipstick and a chalkboard or something?
And I'll have to use notepad if you want.
That'll do. That'll do.
just make sure you don't OGD when you all turn up.
Yeah. Okay. So I just need you to jot down or record somewhere the building numbers that are the Okay. There we go. Team leaders, pop up your RV points in the map now. They can take a screenshot and save it to paint, and they can bring it up as required. When the mission starts, he can re-enter those RV points on his own map. So Rambo and DC, put our RV point there, somewhere where it's easy for him to get to, and please mark it in a different colour so we can see it in high vis. Expect that you're good to quickly pull up paint and take a screenshot of that and save it.
Yeah, just waiting for the last one.
Let's go, DC. What do you reckon?
Church courtyard, just next to the church. Tons of cover.
There's a good hill, just 19, 20, 21 buildings. There's a big hill just there.
Who did that? That's funny.
DC, you there? Or you not?
Yeah, I just had to change to global.
Just remember building 7, building 4 and the church. That'll do.
User in your channel timed out.
7-4 on church.
Where's
One more
H1
point, guys.
located? Just for interest.
Oh yeah, sorry, of course. That's a fucking good question. Right, so I'll obviously be focused around 22 and 23. I may be on the move through the area, but I'll attempt to always leave some element of HQ. Could be the platoon sergeant and a medic, or it could be me and a medic, and the platoon sergeant and a medic's gone out to heal someone up. In fact, for medic calls, that's probably the most likely situation. And as the battle progresses on, I'll send medics out to do health checks. So you guys won't always need to call for a medic unless you're desperate. So yeah, if a bit of a shitstorm is over, I'll send out Lindy and a medic to cruise around and fix his up as required. Or the medic and the runner, something like that. Okay, but I'll be focused around 22, 23, and may even come forward a bit just to do a bit of a tour.
Tamo, can I make a quick suggestion?
Yeah, okay, it's time to go over the floor. Go ahead, Timo, you can be the first cut off the rank.
Yeah, so between the two medics, you should have 8 medikits. Can we give 1 medikit to each squad leader?
Will that help?
Hopefully they should be able to do first aid with that medikit, yeah.
What med system are we using?
The I-44 med system. Oh, well, you know what? Well,
we're using a simple one.
Oh, we're not using I-44 med system?
No, it's just simple.
Did you script that out, did you?
Yeah, I didn't add the function for I-44.
Oh, okay, so the medic does the healing 100%, no need for any kits or anything?
No.
Okay, well that one's answered quite quickly. Happy, Timo?
Yep.
Alright, anyone else from the floor, quickly?
Jellyfelt.
Yeah, man, go, Fel.
Just from last time round, the church, the high levels of the church was a great spot for an MG.
Oh, without a doubt, DC will have something up there, mate. Yep, all good.
James.
Go.
Tactical retreats are up to squad leaders.
Yeah, I'm not going to control it at all because you'll be the man on the ground observing how it's going to work. If you're under pressure and you know you're about to get mowed down, or you can give ground. I don't mind if you give ground, but just be aware at a later stage you'll be retaking that ground. You may need to give ground in order to move back to a stronger line where you can get a better base of fire from, but you will be retaking that ground at a later stage.
Right.
And that's up to team leaders, yeah. Team leaders or substitute team leaders, 2 ICs. So if you're in the 2 IC slot tonight, be aware you are going to fill that role. You won't just be another rifleman. If your team leader drops out, like lost connection, you're the man. And that happens, I'll be squad modding you into that position. Okay, more questions? Okay, Lindy, hit it.